I was asked to train my replacement before retirement. Instead, I documented every process they planned to eliminate after I left after 31 years at Meridian Patient. I wasn't surprised when management announced restructuring plans 3 months before my retirement. What shocked me was HR Director Vanessa asking me to train my replacement Perrin while explaining they'd be eliminating half my responsibilities to streamline operations. We're simplifying the patient advocacy protocols you developed, she explained in corporate speak. Ryan will focus on core metrics rather than the extra steps you've implemented over the years. Those extra steps were the personalized follow-up systems I'd created to ensure patients didn't fall through bureaucratic cracks. The same systems that had earned our department recognition and saved countless patients from billing nightmares and treatment delays. Ryan was 26, fresh from his healthcare administration degree, and clearly bewildered by the actual complexity of my role. During our first meeting, he kept checking his phone while I explained how I tracked vulnerable patients. The software handles most of this automatically now, he interrupted. We're moving to a unified digital platform next month. I smiled politely. Perhaps, but systems fail, and when they do, these backup protocols ensure nobody gets overlooked. He glanced at my filing system with visible disdain. This seems inefficient. I've been asked to implement streamlined procedures, translation, cut corners wherever possible to reduce costs. That night I made a decision. I would indeed document everything Bert, just not in the way management expected. For the next 2 weeks, I meticulously recorded every process while training Ryan. I created the detailed transition binder Vanessa had requested, complete with step-by-step instructions and department wishes. Ryan barely glanced at it, confident in the new software's capabilities. What nobody realized, I was keeping a separate record for years. I'd maintained relationships with every patient whose case required special intervention, per those with rare conditions, complex insurance situations, or language barriers. I documented each case where my unnecessary steps had prevented serious consequences, buried the elderly patient whose medication would have been discontinued because of a system error, the child whose treatment authorization was lost between departments. I also noted each time management had previously attempted to cut these safeguards, only to quietly reinstate them after problems emerged. 2 days before my retirement party, I compiled everything into a comprehensive report and emailed it to every board member along with our patient advocacy partners and the State Healthcare Compliance Office subject line. My phone rang within the hour. It was Diane, the board chairperson I'd worked with for decades. Margaret, what exactly am I looking at here? Just ensuring continuity of care, I replied calmly. The board should be aware of potential patient impact from the new streamlined procedures. The next morning, Vanessa approached my desk, her smile strained. Here has been a change of plans. The board has concerns about the restructuring timeline. They'd like to retain you as a consultant during the transition. 6 months, full salary. That's generous, I said, but I've already booked a retirement cruise. We'll work around your schedule, she insisted, and the patient advocacy protocols will remain in place pending further review. At my retirement party, Ryan approached awkwardly. I've been asked to keep all your processes active. Could we schedule some additional training sessions? I handed him my original binder. Everything you need is in here if you actually read it. As I was leaving, Diane caught me by the elevator. You could have just complained directly to me. Would that have worked? I asked. Her slight smile was answer. Enough at your cruise, Margaret. We'll see you when you get back. I've been consulting for 18 months now, Parrot 3 days a week, full benefits. Ryan has actually become quite good at his job once he understood that efficiency without effectiveness is just organized failure. Sometimes the most important work we do isn't on our official job description, and sometimes the best training you can offer is showing exactly what will happen when you are gone.